Bear with me, bear with me. Beginning of a new year. Get set. I always start with music. Trying to. There you go. I was trying to um, upload a video, like a little introduction I usually do, and it wasn't working. What? Well, it's not that it wasn't working. It's just it took really long to download, and I had a template. For some reason, the template wasn't there anymore when I checked for the last version I used. And I usually what I do is I'll take the last version and just do some change on it. But it didn't happen for some reason. I lost it, so I had to start over. Um, I'm not even sure if it actually downloaded. Let's see. Live stream starting soon. Okay, let's see if that works. All right. As soon as I start my live stream, the kids are arriving, and yeah. Of course, they're gonna make some noise. Oh, uh-oh. Okay. Last Sunday, after my live stream, I went upstairs, had a little lunch, and as soon as I was done my lunch, I sat down on the couch, and I was talking about how I had a little throat ache. But guess what? It got worse. So after lunch, I went upstairs, sat down on the couch, and I don't know. The pain got so bad that I had to take an Advil, and I'd say maybe 15 minutes after I took the Advil, I felt like my whole body was just like on fire, like my whole body was burning up. Sorry, my son's here. Haven't seen him in a couple of days. And like as soon as my body started to feel like it was burning, like I knew it was a fever, it was getting me. And by the time I was able to find a thermometer, it was gone because of the Advil. But it was just like so painful. Like I felt like, I don't know, it's hard to explain. It's like I had lost like 98% of all my energy from 1 second to another. You know, when you know you're catching something, you know you're coming up with something, it's one thing. But when it's all like all of a sudden, boom, my body was aching, my whole skin, like all the skin I have on me was burning up. It lasted for about 15 minutes, and then it was like boom, no more energy. I felt like sleeping. I went. We have those doctors online, Maple. They through the camera they could see my throat, and they could see that it was not an infection. but they figured it was something viral that I was coming up with. Um, so from Sunday afternoon until, well, basically last night, I was not functional. I didn't get to celebrate New Year's Eve like I wanted to. Um, I was sleeping every 2-3 hours. I would crash, fall asleep somewhere. Um, I didn't go to work Monday. I didn't go to work Tuesday. Obviously, I was off on Wednesday. I had to go to work yesterday, and it was awful. So today I'm on water. As you can probably hear my voice, it's not 100%. How's the view, by the way? I don't know um, if you know if you see anything different. I received some mall. Come on, Remy. Wall mount for TVs. So I have a 28 inches there, which is connected to my computer. And what I have is it's called Rogers Ignite. So my internet cable, whatever provider is Rogers, and it comes with a free internet thingy where we can watch all the channels online. We can stream everything online. So I kind of always have sports going on in the background while I work. Well, right now it's on RDS, but they're just talking about, I don't know. It's it's soccer right now. Actually, I think it's like the greatest moments of 2025. Oh, not even. It's a real soccer game. Weird. And I have my second monitor there, and I have a bigger monitor in front of me because if you remember from my last couple of live streams, I was talking how that monitor right there was broken and wasn't working properly. The colors were off. Right now, it's a lot better, but I feel like it has something to do with not the monitor, the wires, or the video card. I think I'm gonna try, like maybe HDMI just to see what it does. But it's HDMI on that screen right there in front of me, and I see perfectly. So yeah, that's pretty awesome. I enjoy having all of this set up. So thankful for those Christmas presents. This one is on a wall mount, and this one as well, because those are the monitors I received for free. Well, I say for free. All I had to do was a donation to the Friends of Healthcare Foundation at the hospital. So basically, for $10, I made a donation of $10. I ended up with 28, 32, and I think this one right there would be a 24 inches monitor. It's a lot bigger than this one. I thought this one was a 22, but this one could be a 20. Regardless, I got them for a donation of $10, which is amazing, and I'm very happy about it. So let's see who is here. I see a lot of people chatting, but I didn't really read the comments yet, so let's get started. Joe Fix It For You. Joey was here. I tried to reply to him, and I think he was gone, but thank you so much regardless. Marilyn is here. Little Homestead by the Beach. Thank you so much for stopping by. Shawnee Grows. Happy Friday, beautiful people. Happy Friday to you too. I realized that you were going live on, I think it was on Wednesday, but you're going live like really late. So what I'm going to do is catch up on the next day or something like that, because especially now, I'm not going to go to bed too late for the next couple of days at least. Are you watching a hockey game again? No, it's not a hockey game. It was just, I don't know. As soon as I touch it, I will be logged off Ignite, and I'll have to log back in. It seems like every 8 hours or so, there's a refresh, and I need to log in. So I just don't touch it. I let it play. If I was to move my mouse from one monitor to another, I would have it there, and I could put the volume up.
Le Mossonger, le plus rapide et puissant au monde. La toute nouvelle dose.
I don't know if you could hear, but anyway, that was it. CR, how's it going? John Faulkner is here as well. Oh yeah, if you are doing a tiny of temperature, Advil will get to the roof. Well, usually Advil is supposed to bring the temperature down. Chris Creation Fun, thank you so much for stopping by. I'm guessing Tiffany's not too far behind. My sister Glenda's here. Grace and Fire, thank you so much for stopping by. Saying hi to each other. Gonna listen while I do some housework, but I'm here. Awesome, thank you so much. Listening while I sew. That's great. I mean, if you just press play and go away, I'll be happy with that. It's just more fun when a lot of people are chatting. It's a lot easier for me anyway. Kayla from VC Family Homestead. So it changed. It used to be Vineyard Chicks Homestead. It's now VC Family Homestead. Good evening, Kayla. Thank you so much for stopping by. View is perfect. Awesome. You weren't talking about me, that's for sure. Okay, well, yeah, with the TV. No, I wasn't listening to hockey. I'm not even like looking at that screen right now. You can probably see a little bit. I don't know if I could flip it a little bit. Let's see. I could probably allow you to see. Yeah, that looks good, right? But it's Man's Made Boxers ad. Let's put that back in place. So CR is still here. Our computer is on a 55-inch 4K TV. Okay, so you look at me like I look very, very big right now. So if I get closer to the camera like this, it's probably even scarier for you. I heard it. I chat because I can. Awesome. I'm still here. That's awesome. Troy and Tay Smith. Hello, hello. You know, some people tell me, hey, what's your channel name? I want to go take a look. And when I give them my channel name, it just, yeah. I never see them, or they'll come in the chat and I won't see them, or, you know, they'll be like, oh, I was listening to you the other day, but, well, I didn't see you in the chat. But it's nice to have you in the chat. No, not many people do. Plans this weekend, I've been working on the piles around the house, getting back into homeschooling after the break. That's great. Yeah. I think school starts again Monday. For me, college will start back. We're on the 3rd. Yeah, college starts back Tuesday for me. The kids go back to school on Monday. So that means that Monday we will have our handball practice. We got the T-shirts today, the uniforms from Tammy Smith, and they look amazing. I am so happy with the final result. And I briefly talked about having a few hats done in the near future. As some of you know, I use the website Spreadshop right now to get my stuff done, simply because I don't need to hold inventory, and you know, the way that they do things, they ship for me, and I don't need to worry about the shipping cost of anything. But if I can support locally and do a few things here, invest a little bit for stuff that I'm going to wear, that I can promote, I will definitely be doing it. Tracy's not here from THN141, but my daughter won a T-shirt from him. I'm going to say maybe 2 years ago. It was one of his first giveaway, and she's still wearing it wherever she goes. You know, the big Hov Grid Homestead or Hov Grid Living or something like that. Tracy's logo, anyway, if you've seen a THN141 Homestead logo, she has a big T-shirt, black T-shirt with the logo in front, and she promotes that wherever she goes. She wears that T-shirt like at least once a week, which is pretty cool. I need to see with all my seeds and place them in the order I need them in. Write the plan for planting and write the map. That's what I've done while I was homesick. The few times where I could actually sit and watch a little bit of TV and be in my computer room. I have all my seats here, and I was supposed to do a little cleanup in my bedroom. In order to do the cleanup in my bedroom, I have to clean up this back there. I have to put all my mason jars uh, properly on shelves and make a few like few places. Like I have some more stuff to put here. I need some more space and I need to clean this. But in order to clean this, I needed to fix my seeds because I had seeds all over the place in front of me, on my desk, behind me, in a few boxes back there. So I wanted to get that done. And then I'm going to need to bring all the mason jars I have in my bedroom in here so that I can use my closet to put like all the gardening stuff that we don't need at the moment. It's not going to be there for very long, let's face it. Gardening season, at least the indoor growing season, is going to start soon. But until then, we kind of lost space in our bedroom because of all my stuff, and my girlfriend's kind of tired of it, which I don't blame her. It's just a matter of it wasn't too long. It was just like you couldn't even see properly. um, yeah, so I'll finish cleaning up behind me during the weekend. Put all my old mason jars back there, piled up on top of one another, and clean up what I have here on the floor. I'll probably put some books in there and have like the little shelf cabinet I have in my bedroom to put more clothes and stuff like that. Uh, I have my little growing space in the bedroom. I just need to put everything properly stored in that area, and I'll be able to put some stuff um, in my closet after. Might try some canning this weekend or make some soap. Oh, soap is interesting. That's something I would love to do, but let's face it, I don't have time. I, well, 2024, I was full of good intentions. Uh, my goals were to expand my food forest and try to beat my score from last year in terms of weight, in terms of food produced or brought inside the house. I wanted to do more outdoorsy stuff. I did. I did a little bit more stuff outdoors. Not as much as I was hoping, but for a few weeks in the winter, we went out, had some fire cooking and things like that. But it wasn't as much as I was hoping. Now I have an ice fishing tent on its way right now. Well, it's been ordered. I don't know if I'm going to get it or not, but it's been ordered. And if you don't get it, buy it with Amazon. You get a refund at least. Um, I showed Sunday that I bought those little fishing. Ooh, not like this. Fishing rods. And so the way it works, you tighten this up. I'm just going to do this quickly. I'm back to recording videos for February. That's awesome. I didn't post any video in the last 3 weeks, and you're probably not gonna get one for this week. But it is what it is. Ah, damn it. Ah. Okay. Okay, there you go. Like this. So it goes like this in the water. What you do is you flip this little thing here. You put the little flag, and you wash your eyes, and you put it that way. So when a fish bites, that'll move the reel because it'll be holding on the line, and this thing here will flip, and by flipping, it will turn this here and release the flag. So the flag will be up, and it will let me know that um, that I have a fish on the line. I don't want to push too hard on it. What? Come on, come on. There you go. It took me a while to figure this out. Yeah, I'm dumb like that. What do you expect? But the ice fishing tent is coming, so I'm gonna hopefully be going out a little bit more often. The friends I made in 2024, I met with Mallory from well, it used to be Quebec Homestead, but she's now calling her channel Her Eco Life. Once again, 2024, I went over to the Eastern Ontario Homesteaders Conference, which once again was amazing. I received a bunch of wonderful gifts from a bunch of wonderful friends. Unfortunately, this year, I don't think that I'll be able to go because of college, because of class, because of everything that's going on. Sorry, I doubt I'll be able to go, but if it happens, it'll happen. Darren, how's it going? Hope you and everyone are doing amazing tonight. Well, I'm doing better. You didn't hear me speak yesterday because I couldn't speak. Saying hi to each other. Hello, hello. We picked up the whole cow today and split it between 3 families. I have 1 chest freezer full of fat to render now. That's awesome. And if you can get a good price on that, that's even better. I wasn't weighing everything I was harvesting like I did last year because of the competition I was in. But I have to say that I didn't get as much meat because we didn't get a moose tag, so we didn't get moose meat. We didn't get as many deer meat as I was hoping, but I was still able to fill up 4 freezers. And even with all the things I've done, I've been canning like crazy for like 2 months from, well, even up to, September, October, and even a little bit in November. I've been canning like crazy. My 4 freezers are still full. From chickens to turkeys to a little bit of venison and a little bit of moose meat I was given. A few fish, mackerel that I was able to get last year. My son caught a few bass. What else? Well, vegetables. And for once, we have a storage place in my kitchen for a bunch of squash. So imagine, last year, everything was just all over the place. So I'm still proud of all the amount of food that I was able to bring in. I kind of want to organize my seeds on the live stream, but I don't know if that's boring for people to watch. Well, if people watch, they watch. If they don't watch, they don't watch. I say you do it. Actually, that's something I should do. I tend to sit here and do stuff and work in my things and just, but I could have the camera on and just, talk to myself if someone's there. If not, well, it is what it is. And worst that can happen is after you're done, you just unlist it. That way, people that were there will still watch. You will still get the watch time. People won't worry about what's going on after. Because if people are chatting with you, you'll have something to say and they'll just keep talking and it'll be fine. But if nobody joins, well, at least you'll be in front of a camera and still get some watch time from people here and there. What I do is I have those photo plastic containers, that come in those bigger plastic boxes like this. And I have 4 of them. Like, they're not completely full. And let's be honest, beans, peas, they take a lot of space. The seeds. So you just need like one pack of peas and it pretty much takes one container. But I have them identified with what we call pea touch. Those little not plastic, well, stickers that are easily removable. So if I decide to change it, I can just remove that. So in this box, the category I have in here is trees. So if I look, I have some spruce trees, seeds from Colorado blue spruce trees that I received from Amanda from Our Life Off Grid. I didn't plant them yet because of the germination stratification I have to do. Plus, I still don't know where to plant them, and I'm going to need to do that this year because the seeds only last for so long. But I still don't know exactly where to put them. 21 people watching? Really? Wow, that's awesome. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. That's like the highest amount of people I've had. I almost said all year, but in the last 365 days. That's already be 2024. So I have some like goji shrubs, sumac seeds, sea buckthorns, goji, black elderberry, black raspberry. These should not be in here actually, but high bush cranberry, Usurian pear trees. Those are the kind of seeds I have in here. And then what I do with all my seeds, I have an inventory in a database, or well, in an Excel database. So I have an Excel document, and I have them all ordered by category with the name of the seed. So let me open it. I think I already have it open here. Let me share my screen. Present. Share screen, just so I can show you quickly. Really? Okay, so the way that I have it here, okay, so I have them my number, and you'll see in a second why I reposted all the numbers here. It's just a way for me to be able to order them when I get in my next tab here. Oh, you don't see the tab, sorry. In my next tab here. So I have all my seeds. These are all my seeds. And I received a few more from Rainbow Seeds. So as you can see, I received some, and they're back here. So let's say I have Tiny Tim cherry tomatoes. I have one of those envelopes. The category is tomatoes. So if I look in my little containers, they will be in a container that's written tomatoes. The manufacturer is Rainbow Seeds, simply because I have a lot of different manufacturers. You know, I get some seeds from my gardeners, Mackenzie. Some friends will send me some Rainbow Seeds. The type, they're heirloom, or some of them, I don't know. Some of them are organic, so easy, and so on. So usually on the envelope, you'll have days to sprout from, and like days to sprout to. It takes between 7 to 14 days to sprout. Then it tells you where to plant them, like how deep, how spaced to plant them. And then earliest time before last frost. So basically, if it says 6 to 8 weeks before last frost, so you put 6 and 8. And then it says you should harvest around 85 days. So in here, I have my last frost date. So basically, I can change that to 2025. I will change that date once I get the date from the almanac. And the first frost date should be anywhere around 21st of September 2025. So what those dates do, once I come here, I have, are they all here? Okay, 496. I need to bring 2 more. Boom. So I can order them by number and have them the way I want when I come to add some more information. So here, first day to plant. That means that according to my last frost date, it will do all the calculation. See, this is the formula for, it'll take the number of 6 weeks to 8 weeks. So basically here it's like, okay, if it was 6 to 8 weeks, so I can start 8 weeks ahead of my first frost, my last frost date. My last frost date being May 31st. So it will calculate 8 weeks, which is 7 days per week. So it's 56. It will go back 56 days from the date that's written under that seed. Sorry, from the last frost date, because of what's written for that seed. So the chervil curled, which is chervil. Okay, let's take jack-o'-lantern pumpkin here. So basically this one is probably, if I look, so it takes 8 to 10 days to sprout, and it's 3 or 4 weeks that you have to start them inside, and then 110 days to harvest. So here, this is 3 or 4 weeks before my last frost date. Sprout, if I plant the seed on the 3rd or on the 10th, well, they should sprout anywhere between those dates. This is the earliest they should sprout, and this is the latest they should sprout, according to the 10 days from the last day I can plant them. So it's kind of hard to understand, but it's basically letting you know, okay, you plant them between those dates, they will sprout between those dates. And it's telling me that around the 26th of, why is it +2? +26 and 28. They're the same number, 110. Okay, that's weird. Oh. Okay, yeah. Okay, now I get it. So I should start harvesting them around the 26th of September, and that's if I plant them 8 weeks or 4 weeks ahead, and that they germinate in 7 days, because they can germinate between 7 and 10 days. And they should be done around the 28th of September. Those numbers are still off a little bit, but it's giving me just a small idea of when I should expect, but it's probably not going any further than my first frost date. So it's kind of complicated, but once you have it going, what I can do is I can go up and sort that by oldest to newest. So it's already telling me first day to plant. It should be here. Okay, oldest here. So the Yellow Wonder strawberries, if I want to have them on time and have some strawberries this year, I need to plant them in like a week indoors. And I know the math is complicated, but I mean, if you want to have it as an example and you're somewhat good with Excel, I can explain it to you and I can send you the document, and all you will need to do is enter your own information. But it's pretty straightforward for me. So it's telling me, okay, so around February 8th, these are the plants I need to have in the soil, the seeds I need to have in the soil if I want to have them this year. Now, echinacea, I already have some growing in my garden. I don't think I need them, but hey, if I wanted to sell them, do a plant sale or whatever, that's what I would do. Hello, Dave. Kevin Hawthorne, thank you so much for stopping by. Making soap is very intimidating. It's just a matter of not really knowing how. I also want to make whipped cream. First time, not talking to me. Hello, Kendra. How's it going? Slap that like button, fellows. Thank you so much. Huga Homestead, CB, thank you so much for stopping by. We still have about 12 pounds of pig lard to make more soap with. So much better than commercial store-bought. Awesome. Awesome. A lot of people chatting. That's cool. Thank you. And that way, I'm sure not to miss anything because I'll be going through the document and be like, okay, so before the 1st of March, they need to be in the ground if I want to plant them. Otherwise, I can't worry about them. I'm going to have to buy them. And then if I want to add some more, I just put that in order again here from smallest to largest. And they're all back in order here, and I can continue working on my document. So basically, I have 496 type of seeds, but that includes different brands, different manufacturers. I could have 10 different types of tomatoes from 10 different manufacturers, and that's 100 different numbers on here. So it's not as much as it looks, but basically it's just a matter of keeping this list here up to date. And when I take one out of the container, I change the quantity to 0. And if I bring it back in, I change the quantity to 1. I still have those here that I received from Rambo Seeds last year to add back to the list, or not back, but to add to the list. So I have some radishes, winter squash, zucchini, rhubarb, onions, romaine lettuce, broccoli seeds, cabbage. Those are hard to grow. So that's what I do with my document. That's the way I have everything set up. Not what I wanted to do. Press the wrong button, sorry. And you're still here. Good evening, Jane. Beginning to think what I eat for supper. What did you get? Creative redundancy. I started lately to eat toast with smoked salmon, cream cheese, and avocados. And then I put the everything bagel spice on it. And oh, it's so good. Plain sandwiches, but still pretty good. Good day, Scott. How's it going? You going live tonight? I checked before I went live, but you don't have it set up before I start. Well, you're all productive tonight. I've been half a potato couch for the last few hours already. So, last year, like I was saying earlier, I met with Mallory, which ended up making me meet my friend Gaetan. So now we went fishing. He had a kayak, but I had a paddle board. Am I lagging? I can see myself lagging on the monitor. And that made me want to get a paddle board really bad. I ended up borrowing my son's paddle board and I really loved it. And lately, I've been watching those Quebec channels. Um, sorry. Well, I just ended up when I was talking last weekend about teacher SBD. You know the older lady that goes out um, and do some camping in the wild. She created a teepee and sleeps in that and all that kind of stuff all alone in the winter. And uh, I was just catching up on some of her videos, and some guy commented, and I could see that he actually had like a channel, and the name of the channel. All right, thank you, Kayla. That's good to know. Joe Explore. So the first one is Joe.explore. I wanted to do what he's doing last year. It didn't happen. I'm not saying that it will happen this year. We always have good intentions, and it doesn't really happen. But it's really been inspiring me to go out there and um, have some camping fun with the kids and fishing and go out, um, catch and cook kind of thing. He also ended up going out on a few lakes with a few of his buddies that who also have YouTube channels. The three channels I'm gonna write down there in the chat are French channels. Um, but if you enjoy that kind of stuff, I think you can still enjoy them, especially if you understand a little bit French. But they, well, they don't talk all that much. Well, Jonathan talks a lot, but Max even more. But the last one, what's his name? Michel Lamour. Okay, so this one here, he doesn't talk as much, so you can enjoy his videos. He goes out alone in the woods. Well, some of the videos. Um, what am I missing? Yeah, well, if you want it, Marilyn, I can send it to you, and all you'll have to do is, you know, change the date at one place and add your own data. You can write out on top of mine, and someone's. Yeah, well, you don't have to do complicated like I did, but it's just I wanted something to calculate the dates, and now that I have it done, as soon as I enter new seeds, if I buy new seeds, the information is either already there or I can just write it down, and it does all the calculation for me. The other guy, let me check. Was it Axe North or North Axe? So basically, those three guys go out and they is it Axe North or North Axe? Axe North. Here it is. Camping and canoeing and all that kind of stuff, and they're really inspiring me, and they're really like the quality of their videos. I find is I think it's what Darren was trying to teach us last year, and we were just not good students. All the B-rolls they have, the different ways they have their drone, they have their GoPro set up, they have camera in their hands, the way they do things, everything is so amazing. I am learning a lot by watching them, not only as a YouTuber, but as a fisherman, as a outdoorsman. They do a lot of stuff that I want to do. My son just arrived, 45 minutes ago with an axe and some tarps. So it's going to happen. We want to go out. I have a chance on now. We want to go out either on my dad's land somewhere or even on Sarah's land because Sarah wants us to go and build a little something. Um, so we might try to go and build a little tiny bridge somewhere, at least so we can at least cross where the little beaver dam is because he keeps saying he wants to push it and get his road back, but I might not happen again this year. But if it doesn't, at least we'll have a place to pass, and I want to make a little cabin back there. Just take logs. Um, I don't want to have anything fancy. I can make a floor with pallets. All I need is a few cement bricks. They don't need to be very big as long as the boards don't touch the ground. Um, I'll be all right. And I don't want to have something big. Like I don't want to have something, you know, 36 by 48. I just want to have something like 8 by 12. That's fine by me. Have a little corner where I can put a little stove, wood stove, and a little chimney, and have something safe and just something good enough to go there and spend the night. Even if it's just in the summer, at least I'll have a place where we can just go, make a little fire outside, have a place where we can sleep safely with the kids, just to change our minds, just to get them out of the house, go out there and do some trails in the woods, go explore what's out there, just a little good old camping. I also have a tent that I need to check if I have all the missing the pieces because my girlfriend seems to think that there were a few pieces missing, but I don't know. That's all right, Kendra. Only 76 days till spring. That's awesome. For my birthday, I read 3 books about chickens, including one to talk chicken sounds. Cool. Coming back in 5. You're probably back already. It's been 15 minutes. Geez, I'm far behind. That's awesome. Saved 3 pepper plants. 2 died or didn't survive. How can I get cuttings to grow more plants? Plants from your pepper plants? The peppers would be like tomatoes. They just take a lot longer to grow roots. If you have some suckers, get those suckers in the ground, in the soil, and make sure that it's warm, like at least like room temperature inside, minimum, and they should be fine. Okay, all right. I'll go take a look. Try to send people to life once I'm done, Scott. Content. So 2024. What? It's asking me for my code. Okay. First, let's verify it's you. Um, okay. So YouTube doesn't believe me that it's me, and I'm actually live right now. That's crazy. Who do you want it to be? I don't get it. Why are they sending me a notification that I'm live? I know I'm live. It's me. I'm live. And then you get people that get hacked and they don't get notified. Go figure. Uh, Okay. Content. Why don't I see anything in my content? Did I just get hacked? Or is it just a YouTube bug? Phew. Okay, it was just a bug. They're trying to kill me tonight. So what did I want to check? Oh yeah, I put Scott's live stream. That was weird. Any news if someone will arrange Eastern Ontario Homesteading Conference for May? Yeah, I think the ladies that are actually doing like the little homesteading women group of Ontario, the one that Lynn's from Bucket List Homestead is in, I think they're taking care of it this year. I know Scott is also organizing something. I don't know if it's going to be the same time or if it's going to be a different time, different place. Snacking like usual. I had it up 3 days. Okay, let's see. I think it's just my internet that's really just crappy right now. Okay. I guess it doesn't like. Whoa. It's lagging everywhere. So yeah, if you like that stuff and you understand French a little bit, Joe.explore, pretty cool guy. I want to start doing what they're doing. Go out with a tent, go in the woods, go have fun. I messaged someone 2 weeks ago about the conference, hoping to have a table this year. That would be cool. I will not be able to attend this year, like I said earlier, because of college and all that kind of stuff. But by the way, I'll slide out at top of hours. That's okay. Awesome. Hi, Tiffany. You're not late. You're just on time. You probably won't be here for too long, though, because Scott's going live in a few. But why is it taking so long to load? My internet is crappy right now. Although I have 17 people watching, which is pretty cool. I was at 24 earlier today. Let's see. Oh, it was already opened here. Rambling. We weren't sure this year, but hope to. Yeah, I might have to take a year off, but then he'll be able to go maybe a little bit more often. I know Scott told me he wants me to go deer hunting with him at some point, and Thomas keeps asking me to go fishing with him, and I mean, I would love to go. So there's a point in a few years from now where I'll be going in Ontario to do all those things. Take a cutting from a pepper plant, choose a stem that is 3 to 5 inches long, has a vibrant color, firm texture, and lush leaves, green leaves. Cut 45 degrees angle, place into water, change water regularly, 6 to 8 weeks equals roots. Awesome. And would that be the same thing? I have some barbecue rosemary that I want to clone as well. Would that be the same kind of thing I would need to do? And the name of that guy, I think, is Max. Is that Max? I think it's Max. He's also into bushcraft and outdoors and all that kind of stuff. All I know is it's not the same place as last year, but I don't know where it'll be conference. Yeah, it looks like the location will change again. Well, it always depends on who wants to organize it. I know Marcy was organizing it the first 2 years, and then last year she couldn't do it, and it ended up having someone else taking care of it. Um, but yeah, it'd be nice if it could stay in one place. Then you make you set up yourself to go there every year, and you know where you're going. For people coming from outside, it'd be nice to know the place a little bit more. And I agree. Listening and watching to see where this goes. Um, John, it will be, as I've been contacted multiple times, the venue is booked years out. At least you can have your code easily. I had to have one of this afternoon. I had to have one this afternoon. I had to go outside in the parking, arm in the air, try and catch a bar. Huh. That sucks. Same time of year. There was some lag. If there's a conference, I will probably be there, like to turn into a week's vacation. Yeah, I might be doing something different in the future as well. um, the thing is, for me, it's not the place where I sleep. The problem, because I always have a place to go. It's the gas. If gas was not so expensive, um, it'd be easy. And if it wasn't that far, let's face it, it's a 12-hour drive for me. Now, the setup that Dave has is pretty awesome. I kind of don't like that. I think I'm gonna stop it when I go live next time because I have all different colors on my face. But yeah, I wish I had a setup like you. All right, I'll see you later, Scott. Uh, let's see if I can finally. Broad time Friday. I want to redirect you to his live stream when I'm done, but for some reason it's giving me issues. Rosemary cutting are best taken from top of the plant where there's new growth, as it's more likely to root than the tough woody stuff below. Strip off the leaves at the bottom 1 or 2 inches of. Okay. I'll try that. Rosemary sprigs and submerge the bottom 1 inch in water or place into soil. So I could put it into soil as well and it would root. I should try that. All right, take care, CR. Thank you so much. So hopefully that will work. Let's see. Okay, is that gonna open up now? It's crazy. There you go. Redirect. Add. Rosemary is fairly easy to propagate. Awesome, because I have it growing in my living room, but I'm always afraid that if it dies, I might not have, like another plant. I just have the one. So 2024, one of the things that I've done that I'm proud of is not only the amount of food that I was able to bring in, but the amount of food that I was able to invest, if I can say that way. The amount of fruit trees that I had. I started propagating, hair grafting some fruit trees. Don't propagate my mom. Her name is Rosemary. Right. Okay. I won't do it. You made me lose my train of thought. So yeah, my fruit forest now. I know how to hair graft some apple trees. I know how to graft apple trees. How know how to propagate gooseberries. Um, I know a cheap place to get um, red currants. I'm pretty sure I will get rid of my black currants, although I might take them and simply bring them uh, in the woods somewhere. We don't eat them; they're just taking space for nothing. I could use that space to grow more honeyberries or more um, gooseberries. I'm hoping that my goji berry shrubs will survive the winter. The winter wasn't that cold so far. It should be all right. Um, the ones that I got last year, I think they lasted until the end of the summer. I ended up having a few fruits. My grapes are doing great. I now know how to propagate grapes as well. So hopefully I'll be able to do that a little bit more this year. Um, if if my apple trees survive, and there's also a few more techniques that I want to try, but if it works, um, as much as I don't like cutting some business from local areas, from local stores, um, my mission as a YouTuber is to try to help everyone in the long run to get more food for cheaper, for cheap. Which means that if I can show you a way to propagate your own fruit trees, I'll do it. And if I can show you how to grow food, how to harvest your own food, how to forage your own food, how to preserve your own food, I'll do it. I also want to be able to share my expertise in different ways in the future. If I can propagate gooseberries and I have enough for my needs, I don't intend to go out there and sell them for like $15 a plant, like you see at Walmart or at the nursery stores. You know, I probably gonna give a lot. I'm probably gonna sell them very very cheap for like $5, uh, $3. I mean, let's face it, you get them for free. Okay, it can be a little sideline, but I don't know. I feel like if I can help some people in need by giving them free fruits, I feel like I should do it. Um, so 2025 will be another year for me of harvesting in fruit trees, not harvesting, of investing in fruit trees. I will be doing some more foraging. Hopefully, we won't have a dry summer like we had last year, and I'll be able to find some more mushrooms. It's really hard to learn how to forage mushrooms if there's no mushroom to identify. Um, but I know a few types of mushroom, and I want to get them. I want to pick them up, and I want to preserve them, and so on. Um, but mostly, it's about the fruit trees. For me, it's about the fruit trees. I want to have 15 apple trees here. I want to have 15 plum trees. I want to have 15 um, cherry trees, rose trees, rose shrubs, or whatever you call them. Honeyberries, blueberries. I have some sea buckthorn shrubs. I started doing permaculture method. What Marilyn taught me last year, where you'll put like a huge tree. Let's say you put an apple tree, and around it you'll put honeyberries, honeyberry shrubs, and around that you'll put um, lemon balm or lime balm or mint or anything like that. I mean, who cares if I have chive growing all over my lawn? It's chives. You know, some people are like, "Oh, be careful with strawberries. They propagate fast. They'll take over your garden fast." And am I the only one that doesn't care if I get free food? You know, strawberries, fine. I have to sacrifice the bed I had last year. I'm gonna have to transplant a bunch of strawberries in there again. Um, I feel like I need to do a few more things to have that. Um, how can I say that? To have it so that it doesn't grow tons of weed all the time. Um, yeah, when strawberries take over, you just transplant. Very good problem to have. My mother's name was Rosemary, and she answered the phone at her flower shop. Hello, this is Rose. Fruit tree guilds. Well, if you can have fruits all over the property and fruits that come out at different time of year, that's something I enjoyed so much this year. My girlfriend had a few kids coming over, with, like friends for the kids and all that stuff. They came over and they would go out and, oh, what's that? Oh, it's honeyberries. I didn't know what that fruit was. Can I try? Sure. Go ahead and try. They came over and ate a bunch of gooseberries. They came over and ate a bunch of honeyberries. They ate some cherries. They ate some uh, red currants, white currants. White currants are actually pretty good. Raspberries are spreading like crazy right now. So one of my goals for 2025 is actually to make some little aisles so that we can go and walk in between the raspberries. I'll take my weed eater if I have to, and just make a little path in between so that we can go in the middle and have a little walk. I'll transplant some in the back of my property too because I want to have some growing in the back of my property. I already have some blackberries that I transplanted last year. Hopefully they survived. I have a mulberry tree from last year that Maryland gave me. Hopefully that one will survive. Um, I have another one, a quinch tree. Hopefully that one will survive as well. I'm running into some issues with my pear trees. For some reason, it seems like all the leaves go yellow really early, and then they go brown and the tree dies. So I don't know if it's because of my soil or whatever it is, but something's killing my pear trees. And if it happens, well, I'll just plant them somewhere else. I'll go on my dad's property and plant them there. I don't care. I'll go plant them on Sarah's property. I don't care. As long as I know a place where I can go harvest the fruits, yeah, you know. Okay, so what if someone goes and harvests a few fruits here and there? I don't mind. I mean, it's not fun if someone steals from you, but if someone eats them and they don't waste them, it means they need them. Yeah, my strawberry fields took over my food forest last year and yield 40 cups of little sugary fruits. See, that's a good problem to have. My rabbits love strawberry. Nothing goes to waste if you have animals. Exactly. I'm just watching the sides of the hockey game, and I just saw the one player that didn't play since like November 20th. So that means that one other player is not playing now. Who could it be? I'll have to check the lineup later. Weed, fruit, and green leaves go to animals. That's a good way to do it as well. I mean, apple cores and peels go to the rabbits. They love it. Really? Even the cores? So you could grab a bunch of wild apples, and if they're not good for you, like if you don't like them because they're too mushy or whatever, you could just cut them and give them to the rabbits. They're not as fussy as we are in terms of food. Now, I'll be careful giving wild apples to rabbits because you could have some worms, and rabbits are very, very fragile when it comes to food like this. Um, so I also want to have a paddleboard. I want to go um, fishing and not just fishing, but paddleboard. I can not just fishing on the sea. Like I don't want to just go and fish for mackerel. I want to go and be able to go fish trout. Go on the Charlotte Dam, not too far from here. Trying to think. I wanted to talk about what I accomplished in 2024. I participated in the Survival Seed Challenge, which was also pretty cool. I'll be doing it again this year. LOL, Dan. How's it going? Yes, but they get fat fast on it. Really? They do? So that's a good thing to do. Yeah, I started doing a little bit more. I don't want to say medical stuff. But yeah, like I made my own plantain ointment, which is good for like. What happened? So I look there and 2 penalties on the same play. Really? Okay. Yeah, the plantain ointment is something you can use for like if you have a mosquito bite or bee sting or anything like that. I talked a little bit more about foraging. 5 edible weeds you can find in your backyard, foraging tips and benefits. These are the things I was talking about in 2024. I was sponsored a few videos by Pro Yama, an ice auger, a chainsaw, 5-in-1 tool, branch cutter, trimmer, weed eater. I received an all-power, portable power station with a solar panel, which was incredible. Selge is also having a lot of fun projects on his property. I did some hair grafting. I did some wine. All new stuff for me. More adventures in the outdoors, which was also pretty cool. I started doing podcasts. I have 2 podcasts. Now, am I going to do a lot of podcasts? I don't know. There's one possibility in the near future. There's someone I spoke to. He's a professional in fruit forest. He told me last summer that he was going to wait until winter to be interviewed because, he was in the busiest time of the season, which I totally understand. And of course they're going to score. I mean, they play for like 2 minutes, 5-1-3. So yeah, I want to interview him. So I don't know if it's going to be on a podcast or on a live stream. I like the podcast idea because then it'll be more like a conversation and I can cut whatever we don't like. But I also like to have the live stream. But the live stream, the problem is, if he has to go, if something comes up, we're done. It's finished. As if we do a podcast, we can record, and then at some point, you can just come back, and continue the interview. So we'll see what's the best way to do it. To get fat fast. So that's a good thing, right? Love fish and oysters. Cool. Yeah, I want to go fishing bad this year. No reason not to. We have too many nice places here. Now that I know that my friend Tyler is doing little trips on his boat there for fishing, there's no reason not to go. Even if I just take the paddleboard and go mackerel fishing, if I take my little ice fishing tent and go smelt fishing, I want to go trout fishing as well. I want to do some catch and cook. I have all the equipment to do so. There's no reason not to do it. Gotta wash the sugar and veggies with too much fiber. Buns can get dangerously bloated. Yeah. So good evening, Heldan. I tried streaming, did not go well. I think I saw it. Did I see it? I'm pretty sure I saw it. My internet is so slow. So you made a video 5 days ago. A live stream 2 days ago, and another one after. Okay. The thing is, when you live stream, Eldan, just keep going. Just get a few points you want to talk about, and even if you're alone, just talk like you were talking to an audience. People will watch your replay, and people will give you watch time, and I can see like two live streams, and they're like 4 minutes 49, and the other one is 2:33. Oh, there's a fight! There's a fight! Who's that guy? Oh, well, the Montreal player won that fight. Good evening, Fox. How's it going? So yeah, just go and talk for as long as you can, because people will join and stick on the schedule. So I see you have one live stream coming on the 7th. So that would be next Tuesday. See, I have 10 p.m. my time. So if I can't watch it live, I might be in class or I might be too tired after. Nothing stops me from watching the replay, giving you some more watch time as well. I struggle with rust on my apple trees. Yeah, I have that issue too, and I don't know how to fix it. I was given some chemicals last year. I tried simply because it was far from everything else, and I figured I'm not going to get apples anyway if I don't do anything. So I'd rather have apples with chemicals than not have apples at all. And those apples, I just don't need to eat them. I can just pick them up and throw them away, and But the tree looked a lot healthier, but I didn't get apples, which is a good thing because I wasn't going to eat them anyway. But apparently they say that after a year you should be good to go, but we'll see how it goes. It'll be a year and a half by the time I pick them up if we have some on our tree next fall. So I don't know what was causing that. I don't know what was causing the fungus to the trees, but I'm pretty sure it was aphids and things like that. Anyway, we'll see if it works. We'll see this year if it worked or not. Mine were never bloated from what I give them, but I don't give a big bunch in one shot, a little bit at a time. So just a little piece for every rabbit. One thing I would love to have is one of those, I think Darren had that, one of those big fence where I could just put a bunch of rabbit in there and give them like a little pen outside. And leave a few rabbits in there. Let them go and do their things. I would watch the paddleboard fishing. Cool. I really want to do some catch and cook kind of thing. I love doing that. I've been wanting to do that for a little while anyway, and the kids all want to go fishing. So we got no reasons not to do it. And now that we know a few more spots, we know a few more ways to do it. Yeah, colony style. I would love to have something like that. It might be hard, but if I can get rid of the two little sheds I have on the property, I might have a place to put them. I just don't know how deep I would need to dig to put some fence wires on the ground so that they don't dig. I know you don't necessarily need to. I'm gonna have a little throat ache because of the cough, and it's getting later at night, so I'm gonna have more cough. Um, so yeah, maybe I can do maybe something more like you did, Marilen. Maybe have little place a little bit bigger, but have some wires on the ground so that they cannot dig inside, and have a few of the cages I have, but have them with the doors open. So that way, if the mother want to go on their side alone, and I would just let them go free for all. Boom. Fight if you want, do whatever you want, be free, and have just those little dog cage. Uh, leave them open just in case they want to go in and stay away from the other rabbits. If you let rabbits do their thing, soon you'll have too many rabbits. Well, I wouldn't really mind in that I've been trying to have some to start a little um, line of rabbits for a little while. My mother are always letting their kits die. So I don't know if it's the mother's the problem or simply the fact that they're stressed, or I don't know what's going on, but I need to fix that. Hey, Michael, how's it going? Him be Heritage Farms. Thank you so much for stopping by. Long time no see. Tuber Chat, Kevin, thank you so much for stopping by. Happy New Year to you too. You might see that I will no longer be a member of yours. It should only be for a few days, simply because what I realized is if it tries to take the money from my PayPal, and PayPal goes straight into my bank account, and I thought it was a delay, but it's like instantly. So it takes the money from PayPal. PayPal tries to go to my bank account, and it's a bank account that I never have any money in. I just like transfer a few dollars here and there, and I ended up having to pay um, fees of like $45 because I was missing $2.99 in my bank account, which is ridiculous in my opinion. But I just want to make sure that I have everything set up properly. My next paycheck comes in Tuesday, so by Tuesday I should have everything back on the go. It's not just you. I also have the Vineyard Chicks or VC Homestead that I want to do the same thing with them as well. Thank you. Yeah, I know it's not necessary, but it's part of the deal. You support us, and if it's only costing me a few more dollars to get more support, so yeah. That's awesome. So Montreal seems like they want to have a bunch of penalties tonight. I figured they were going to lose anyway because that's what they always do. They beat all the best teams, and then they play against a weaker team, and they get crushed. So they beat like 4 out of the 5 best teams in the NHL the last 2 weeks, and then they're playing against the team that's dead last, and they're losing. Well, it's been a good night. It's been a good live stream. Stay tuned for maybe some videos in the near future. I don't know if I'm gonna have time to do the deer hunting one before next Wednesday. It might be too tight because that video is gonna take a lot of time. I want to make a video on my new setup here, but I mean it would kind of suck. I don't think it's anything you want to see, but I would do a video on the new equipment I get if I could get it. If my ice fishing tent comes in, I would definitely, show you that. We don't have ice at the moment, which means that even if it comes in, we can't even go fishing. I might go for a few walks in the woods here and there, a few hikes. It'd be nice to go up the Sugarloaf Mountain, even if it's just on my own. I've been asking a friend of mine to bring me along on his little hikes, but he's been going through some things right now, and he just wants to be alone on those little hikes simply because it helps him clear his mind. He didn't say he was not going to bring me, just not now, which is okay. I mean, he's going to take the time that he needs, uh, but it will happen soon. So I have someone to go on little excursion, little walks, little hikes, and I'll have someone to go do some ice fishing, some paddleboard fishing, and I'll be doing some bushcraft in the woods soon as well because my son just can't wait to go and do it. We also want to go put some snares again. We have the place now. We'll be able to buy some better snares. Hopefully, they won't break this time. Another fight. There you go. There you go. All right, so I will let you guys go, but before I do so, I like to do this. Come on, where's my mouse? Here, okay. Not this here. Membership gifting. Gift. Poof. Canadian Family Life. So earlier I did one. Kendra from Consume the Goodness, Gear Gridden, 19. It's a Marshmallow Man, Andale Homestead, and Idaho Garden Girl. Won the 5 membership. And this time it was Tiffany from Canadian Family Life, Living My Best Life at 60. Amanda from Our Life Off Grid. J Square Expedited. And Joe Fix It For You. All won free membership to my channel. So I need to start putting some footage, some pictures. I kind of have good intentions. I'll go and post a lot for a few days and then like boom, dead. But it's just that I'm not doing much at this time, especially since I was sick for pretty much the last week. But there's nothing stopping me from taking nice pictures and some B-rolls and things like that. Even if it was just a bunch of B-rolls with a little bit of music for a small 2 minutes video for the members only. I'm sure you guys would enjoy that. Something to relax on. Well, you guys will be redirected to Scott Rambling with the Brooms live stream. So it usually goes at least for an hour, so it should be there still. So I will let you guys go, and I will talk to you something like a snowy morning. Yeah, something like you did, but I don't want to do that. Outro. See you guys later. Look at that.
I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago.